The Super Mario movie has taken the world by storm and has quickly become one of the most popular animated movies that ever exist. I meant Super Mario, this one. These are starting to kick some other video game adaptations right in the kneecaps. So of course, with success of a 3D animated movie for kids like this, there's bound to be some merchandise alongside it, like toys, books, posters, keychains, and soap. Whoa! Don't eat it though. Oh! Of course, one thing that we see pretty often is board game adaptations to our favorite movies and video games. So of course, we have this. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, Monopoly. It was inevitable, right? What is it exactly?
A game based on a game. Well, it's a game based on a movie that is based on another game. What can I say? I like to play the same game in a different way. If you change Boardwalk to Peach's Castle, I'll buy it. Make a perfect game that's perfect. Add a mushroom in and pay for it. At least I get a new currency. Get some cheap plastic little toys, but there's not enough for all the boys. Now I'm choking on the cardboard coins. I made it to 30 rounds in. If I land on Bowser one more time, it's going to bin. Good thing I'm playing by myself, cause when I pull this game out, everyone looks and laughs about the fact this game is based on a movie based on a game. Change Boardwalk to Peach's Castle, I'll buy it. Make a perfect game less perfect. Add a mushroom in and pay for it. At least I get a new currency. Get some cheap plastic little toys, but there's not enough for all the boys. Now I'm choking on the cardboard coins.
Was this game rushed out just to capitalize on the success of the Mario movie, or was there actual passion put in the design of this board game? Well, I guess I'll have to crack it open and play a few rounds. All right, let's do it. I'll quickly explain how to play this game and what makes this game different. Basically, there's two die, one red and one black, and there's a cardboard Bowser. Each turn you roll both dice, and Bowser moves the amount of space on the black die, and the Bowser moves the combined number of both dice. Each time Bowser passes you, you give one coin to the bank. If you're on the same spot as Bowser, you and your friend then have to battle him. To battle Bowser, you pick a teammate and have to roll above a 7 together. If you lose, you're in jail. If Bowser lands on an owned property, it becomes what they call a game over, which is essentially mortgaged. If a card is in the game over mode, you have to flip the property over and pay the coins to reactivate it. This happens regardless if a player owns that property. If Bowser can flip all the properties on the board, everyone loses and Bowser wins. However, they can't become game overed if you own a full set. The way you acquire properties is by paying the amount of coins on the board. That's pretty much how you play this game. The rest is basic Monopoly. Does this sound fun to you so far? Oh, well, it wasn't long until we started seeing some flaws with the game. And they weren't game-breaking, but there was a lot of assuming that needed to take place in order to move forward with some aspects of this game. One part of the rules that isn't quite clear is the order of operations when you land on a space where Bowser already is. Can I attempt to buy the property first, or do I have to fight Bowser right away? And if I fight Bowser and lose, it sends me right to jail. So did I lose my chance to buy that property? Does the property get auctioned off? The rules doesn't make these sorts of situations clear, which indicates to me they either lacked the playtesting to encounter these situations, or just didn't care. It seems unlikely that they didn't run into these scenarios because we encountered them within the first few rounds. Or when you defeat Bowser and he's sent to go. He doesn't get to move until after everyone's next turn. But what happens if you land on go during this time? Do you fight Bowser again, or is he just out of play until the next turn? And really, why does the game over function that Bowser has need to exist? He can only win if he flips over all properties, but once you own a set, he can no longer flip them over. So once one player gets a full set, he is then no longer able to win. He has a 0 chance of winning if one person has a set. And speaking of sets, they removed a lot of the spaces and properties on the board. All sets only consist of 2 properties now. This in itself isn't a bad thing, but really makes Bowser's win conditions even more unlikely. Rolling doubles exist in this game as well, just like normal Monopoly. But again, how does that apply to Bowser? Every turn you move, Bowser goes first, and then yourself. So does that mean if I roll doubles, I move Bowser twice as well? The piece of toilet paper the rules were printed on has no clarification for this. Okay, that's enough about the rules. Let's go over the actual physical game. The board itself is fine. The spaces are all Mario movie themed, though it seems small compared to the box it comes in. The Chance and Community chest cards have been replaced with Bowser's Fury and question blocks, but they work the same. Instead of paper money, you have these little cardboard coins, which take forever to punch out. And they really just feel kind of cheap. There's no doubt I'm gonna lose a few of these. And oh boy, look at these pieces. First off, they are cheap feeling plastic and not metal like most other versions of Monopoly. It would have been nice if we got to play as Mario and Luigi and the gang, but instead we get to play as Peach's crown, DK's barrel, Toad's pan, Luigi's flashlight, Mario's hat, and the random mushroom. Playing the game was fun, but it wasn't the most fun I've had playing Monopoly. Once you understand the new rules, it plays a bit faster than normal Monopoly, which is definitely a good thing. But did they make it unique enough? Compare this to Super Mario Gamer Monopoly, which I also own. For just a few dollars more, you get actual character tokens with unique abilities, and these don't feel as cheap. They are small but colorful and detailed, kind of like tiny little baby amiibos. And coins are plastic, not cardboard, which feels like a huge upgrade. Tossing these around the table or making little piles of them is way more enjoyable. What about the rules? Super Mario Gamer Edition is way more fun. They've gone out of their way to make a unique set of rules to play by. It may be lacking in some balance with character abilities. I'm looking at you, Peach. We've got 2 dice again, but one of them is for power-ups, kind of like Mario Kart, and the other determines how far you move. If you roll a green shell, you can fire it at the next player, and they have to drop coins in their spot. A red shell lets you pick which character gets hit. Coins let you get some extra money from the bank, and bloopers steal coins from another player. And the POW makes everyone drop a coin where they are. If you pass a space that has coins on it, you get to pick those up for yourself. Each character even has their own unique abilities, which can be triggered on these rolls. For example, if you are Yoshi and you roll a green shell, you can throw it backwards instead of forwards. Or if Mario rolls coins, he gets some extra. It's a nice little touch that adds some fun variety to a game. Each player also has a unique ability that's triggered when you land on a superstar space. These can be game-changing. For example, if you are Yoshi and you land on a superstar, you get to collect all the loose coins on the board. Or Peaches, which is OP in my opinion, you can collect 2 coins for every property you own, which can add up really fast. The game has fixed time too, so each game is nice and quick. Every time someone passes a go, you have to fight a boss. Once all 8 bosses are defeated, the game is over and everyone gets points based on the number of bosses they defeat, the properties they own, and how many coins they have. Just an all-around better time, and it makes the Super Mario Bros. Movie Monopoly look a little half-baked. So, is the game based on a movie, based on a game, worth it? Well, kind of, I guess, maybe once or twice through, but definitely not as good as the Super Mario Bros. Gamer Monopoly. But there's no doubt in my mind that this game was rushed for all the Fortnite lovers out there. And don't get me started about Fortnite Monopoly. But if you want me to do a video on Fortnite Monopoly, hey, I can. I already have it. Anyways, let me know what you think about the game based on a movie based on a game. And if you liked the song that was earlier in the video, you can check it out on all streaming platforms. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.